Hey everybody, we're just gonna wait a minute and I think we've got an incoming raid from Roy and Becky. I don't think I know it's coming, but just wanted to give
Hey
them a minute
everybody,
to get
we're
over
just
here.
gonna wait a minute and
Oh,
I think we've got an incoming raid from Roy and Becky.
okay,
I don't
so
think I
I am outputting to the right YouTube.
we're just gonna wait a minute and I think
Just
we've
wanted to
got
make sure because I had a little a little mishap last week transferring to that YouTube page. Got a little color problem there on the forehead. Don't I guess I got green on my forehead. Anyway, so some of you already here waiting. Ashley's World was first in. Say hello. Hello, Ashley. Loves Me is in from the Philippines. Hello, Loves. Diane Phoenix. Hiya. Uh, let's see who else. Looks like Danny, Griswold Family Vacay, and I'm sure Landon's around there close by somewhere. Hello to you too. Enjoying the new format you have over there on your channel. So everybody catch Griswold Family Vacay when they're live. Linda Barker, hello. Hey, Shannon Craft. Hello, Robert. We spent a little time in private talking about editing earlier, and I appreciate that. Thank you. So we are underway here. We have got, uh, I think, 8 people watching now. If I'm correct, and I'm going to check over here on my other monitor, there are a couple of other shows already in progress. RV DJ, I believe, is on. Who else? Somebody help me there. Mods, if there's a mod in here, could you please drop links for those who are already, uh, whose other lives are also going with mine, going along in the 7 p.m. time slot. Um, I think Ava Potterfield and friends, Ava and Doug, I think we're going live at 7 p.m. Central, which is the same time as I'm going on. So if you would please get their link and drop it if they are indeed live. I'm looking on my other monitor over here and to see if they've gotten underway. In the meantime, while it's loading, I'll say hello to the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Haven't had a chance to really get over there and check y'all's channel out, but I've done a couple of look at a couple of video segments of videos. Gonna go back and spend more time on your page. And Ava Potterfield and friends is indeed live. They're live. Uh, let me see what they're doing for you. Looks like they're presenting some video right now. So if you want to check them out, head on over and check them out. Tell them I sent you. Hey, Avenger RB Adventure. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. Appreciate it. Today's show, I'll post the link here in a minute, but I kind of wanted you to think, those of you who want to tell your story, your favorite veteran story about a veteran, or you're a veteran and you want to tell your favorite story, I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, if you're not and you still want to come up and participate in the program, the alternative topic, if you're not talking about a veteran story, is your favorite travel experience. So I want to hear those things from you tonight. If you want to come up on the panel, um, I am going to post that link right now, pin it to the top. And if you'd like to come on up, tell your story, please feel free to do so. Okay. Oh, I want to put myself in timeout, but I got over to the YouTube side, I think. That'll be over here. And pin this to the top. Pin this. All righty there. And that link should be at the top for you if you want to come on up. Hello, Kimberly V. Hello, Junkyard Dog. Good to have you two here. Thank you for coming. I loves you. Loves Me was on earlier. Now it's Loves You. Um, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the same person. I think. I mean, I think I know that it's the same person, but I sometimes I'm just not sure. Loves, if you straighten that, my twin. See, so I'm still not sure, but that's okay. Whether it's just one person or twins, both of you are very good to me and very sweet and very nice. So thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Um, who else? Okay, so we check the basement, and we've got 9 watching now. I haven't. Okay, Ava and Doug are live, so um, if I have a mod in here, if you don't mind dropping that link, I'd appreciate it if you haven't already. So, um, my favorite, I've tried to get my uncle to come on here and speak with me about his military service aboard the USS Independence aircraft carrier. I think it was an aircraft carrier, but the reason I want to do that is not so much heroics or anything like that, but the family atmosphere that I sense from the stories that my uncle tells me about his service aboard one of the last diesel powered ships, I believe, and he speaks so fondly of it, and that I wanted to try to get him on the phone and interview him and ask him about it for tonight. But unfortunately, I couldn't get him on the phone, so we'll save that for another time. But I'd love to hear your stories if you want to come up and tell about your favorite veteran, your favorite story about your veteran experience, whether that was you or somebody else. Come on up and talk about it. Or else, I'd love to hear about your favorite travel experience. So, hello, Dream on Wheels. Welcome in, Kolike Nobag, Avenger. Hey, I'm probably butchering your name, but welcome to the show. Uh, Kimberly. Hey, Gracie Seeking Adventures here. Now, Gracie uh, it was Gracie's birthday in 20 this year that birthed the origins of what we are now coming to call the Oregon meetup. So for short, I call that the Oregon 21 meetup. It was Gracie's birthday bash, and it just got big and turned into a meetup. So that will be continued in 022. And gosh, Gracie, if you'll put that if you put that information up about the park and all that, or information to get in touch with you, those of you who are interested in going to the Oregon meetup, uh, I forget the name of the park, Gracie. It's not coming right off the top of my head, but uh, there are make your accommodations for that and come on out and join us. Hey, loves. So, are you the twin loves me, or you loves you, or is it just you?
You need to guess.
No, I happen to know it's just you. That
Your partner. It's my
I,
first time.
I think it's just you changing your name or whatever. I don't know.
It's
Just having
really
fun.
different channel.
Excuse me.
It's a different channel.
But it's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make that clear because I see this. I see who I think is the same person using both those channels, and I'm like, could I be wrong? I mean, does she have a twin sister? I mean, could I actually be wrong and embarrassing myself by misidentifying or saying hello to you when you should be saying hello to a twin or all that stuff? But no, I've heard you say that it's you. That both it's 2 different channels. So, but anyway, welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you coming up. How are you doing today? This
I'm doing
evening,
good.
whatever
I'm
time of
doing
the world it
good.
is.
Morning, 9 a.m.
9
Ron,
a.m. in the
since
morning.
here, I decided to come up because talking about veterans yesterday, no, no, it's the other day. I've decided to visit. We have here a battle street of Surigao, where the World War II also happened in my place before, way back 1944, and found out that it's General Douglas MacArthur and crew who freed Philippines from the Japanese.
Mhm.
And thank you
Yeah,
for the
I'm not
heroism
an
of the.
expert on General MacArthur, but except for the fact that he always tried to do what was in the best interest of everyone involved, and we've always believed in freedom over here, and we fight not only we to preserve our freedom,
Mhm.
and we also try to extend that to our friends around the world, and
Yeah.
hopefully we can argue all day amongst ourselves about how it's done and all that, but right in this moment I'm just glad that the Philippines, as a government, and our friends, and that Filipinos like you are also our friends, because there's plenty of love back and forth uh, that can be had between our two countries and our two cultures. So um,
Yes, yes.
I really enjoy us and talking and
Definitely.
learning more from you and from I watch other Filipino channels too. So um, yeah, it's a lot. It's very interesting. I'm
Yes,
starting to learn
yes.
a little bit of the Filipino language. Uh,
So,
I couldn't say
what-
it, but I can pretty much recognize when you're talking amongst yourselves in your native language, and you're saying hello or whatever. I can pretty much put that together. That's a start, though.
that's good. That's good.
So,
Because
did
really,
you have any? I'm
there's a
sorry.
flag in the battle street. We have there the flag of the Philippines, American, Australian, and the Japanese, because the battle was happening there during World War II.
Yeah. Did you have any people who served in your Philippines military that are veterans now, or have a story
Yes,
about a family member or friend or?
still in service run.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we're not same in your place that we really honored those kind of history. Here we just only October 25 only have some program in that area, but not
Hmm.
totally become a holiday or what.
Right. Hello. I don't know if I mentioned Dream on Wheels is here before, but hello, Red. Hi, Red. How you doing this evening? Uh,
Everyone in the chat hello. They did not come up, so I decided to come up.
we got 11 watching. If anyone wants to come up and tell your story, your favorite story about a veteran, your veteran service, or your favorite travel experience, uh, feel free to come on up. This is just
Yeah.
an informal thing tonight. Ava Potterfield and friends. Ava is on with Doug as well, and we have RV DJ, I believe, is live right now. Uh, so, in the spirit of helping each other grow, if you'd like to go over and check them out, be sure to do that. Um, I was talking about my uncle Robert. His his stories aren't so much about his own heroics or really anything really big and heroic that he did. It's just the brotherhood aboard that he served aboard that ship, and it was the brotherhood and the friendships that he formed uh, within the confines of that ship during his service that he just always talks about. He really enjoyed the people that he met and served with, and I don't know how old or how old that ship is, the USS Independence, but when he finished his service on there, they started doing annual meetings. They would meet up with each other every year, and he's 90 now, and almost the entire group is gone now, unfortunately, but they're still meeting to this day. And that took my Uncle Robert from North Carolina to Washington State the last time that they met in Seattle. And they meet in different parts of the country so they can also, uh, absorb the localities that they meet in, and get to know the area a little bit better. Oh, okay, Red.
Red, red,
Take
red,
care,
red.
Red.
You're talking about that your grandfather or parents before was assigned here in Philippines in Corregidor. It was also in the history of, well, during the World War II. What year, Red? Your grandparents was assigned to the Philippines. I saw that in the history when I visited the Battle Street Museum.
Yeah. Um, I don't know personally where my uncle was stationed, although I do know that he served in the Pacific Rim. So I don't know, maybe perhaps he's been in the Philippines aboard that ship. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he talks more about the relationships that formed from that service then, and about the ship. He's exceptionally proud of his service aboard that particular ship,
Yeah.
and he knows all about it. It's been scuttled and being used for a reef or something somewhere that he's proud to talk about. And he has, a part of the ship that identifies, uh, well, that he gets as a souvenir for having served on that ship when they decommissioned it, and he's just really proud of it. And uh,
You should be proud of it, Ron, because if not because of them, we're not here. We're not yet free. We're not having this freedom.
yeah, yeah. So and yeah, I certainly appreciate all veterans for their service, and that goes for our allies as well. So together, we're stronger. That any threats that we may face, we have the strength to immediately respond and stand up to it. Um, so that we can maintain our freedom in our country, and in
Exactly.
Great Britain
General,
and Philippines and Australia and all these places that they all uh, jump to the cause when it's time to preserve those freedoms from people or countries that may not believe so much in freedom. So
the most famous here, Ron, is General Douglas MacArthur. Even in our books, since grade school, we can read about him because it's him, the one who led the American crew to free Philippines to the Japanese from the Japanese.
that's awesome. That's awesome, and
Yeah,
good point
the
too.
General
Because
Douglas
it's
MacArthur.
interesting that our history and our historic figures are a big part of your history as well. So,
Yeah, because
so
Philippines before
Gracie,
really nothing can do about those. So it's the Americans who helped Philippines to free from them, and it's the famous line of General Douglas MacArthur to "I shall return" because the first attempt was not successful. So they tried to go back to US. Then back then, that was the time that they sunk all the undefeated Japanese, then freed the Philippines.
hello, John.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. If you'll excuse me just a moment, I want to read Gracie's message. It says, "My dad was in the Army. Lots of other family members, past and present, in service. My son is going on 13 years in the Marines. Congratulations. That's awesome. And looks like he's heading for retirement there in the Marines, which we can be proud. We can all be proud of. Thank you all thank you to all who served." And repeat that sentiment here. Hey, John, how you doing? Do you have a veteran story you'd like to tell, or particularly memorable travel experience?
Well, my grandpa was a bomber pilot in World War II, and he told me a lot of stories.
Uh-huh. Such
And
as
he told me of one story where they were flying over an area and they were ordered to drop everything they had. And he said to me, he says, "I hope the Lord doesn't hold it against me, because what if I had a drop?" And I said to him, Grandpa, the Lord's not going to hold you against you. He's going to hold it against the one who ordered you to drop it.
Dreams. I'm not sure what you mean. Am I messing up somehow? I'm not aware of. Panel view. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
See,
that's
what happens is that you had us all in one line over here, and
I think that's what you meant. Panel view. Okay. Gracie again. I had the pleasure of taking care of vets at the VA hospital here in Portland for 22 years. For those who don't know, Gracie is a retired nurse. She says it's her way of giving back to those who served. Absolutely, and absolutely, very honorable and very intimate way of making sure that you are giving back to them. So thank you for that, and thank you for 22 years doing that. That's awesome, Gracie. Uh, Please speak up or come on the panel if you can, and tell us more about your service in that if you can. Mellow Nomadic Adventures is here. Hey, Marshall, thank you for coming.
I also give honor to. I have an uncle who's in Navy SEAL, and he gave me this hat as a gift.
Can you hold on? Let me set you up here.
This was given to me by my uncle who's a Navy SEAL. When last time he got off, because he was, came home for a visit. He gave me this as a gift, and he says, "You wear this in honor." And I said, "No problem. I'll wear it in honor."
Everybody, we have Roy and Becky Travels in here. I'm sure Becky's there close by. They're in the RV and they're about to set off on a new trip. But for now, if you don't mind, Roy, do you have a story, a favorite veteran story you can tell me? I don't know. I can't remember whether you served or not.
Yeah, you made me put my Legion hat on.
That's okay. So now, if
Tim,
I
thank
pay
you
attention
for
a
your
little better,
service.
let's go with this. Now, show the hat.
It's kind of getting worn out now.
356. So, do you have a favorite story? And it can be sad or inspiration if it's your favorite story, or it can be funny or however you want to do it. But I'd love to hear it.
Oh, me and my battle buddy got a whole battery captured during training. Yeah.
So it wasn't a real world thing. It was just you were training to do that. So if you had to apply that training in a real world situation, you proved that you would probably be able to do that.
Yeah, I proved that. Do not go out partying the night before when you have war games out in the field. I forget what we called them, but they weren't war games. When you're playing war out in the field the next day, and you have to do guard duty for 2 hours at night, and you and your battle buddy that you were partying with fall asleep in the foxhole, and you wake up and they put like square blocks on the end of the M16s, and they woke me up, poking me in the face with it.
So reaching
so
they
took us out of the hole, marched us through our our platoon's camp, but they had already had everybody. They had already captured everybody in our tent, and they all were standing out there in their underwear.
and you still passed the test.
Oh yeah, they let me graduate.
That's pretty.
It was during AIT though. It was after basic training. We was
but the part where you're hung over and you're dozing off, and that is completely understandable. I mean, that sounds like that happened quite often. I don't know about in real service. I'm really struggle to. I have an idea of how difficult that must be when you're under fire for real. But when you're facing a test tomorrow, that's a simulated situation. Uh, Drinking tonight, I don't know. In both cases, sounds like it'd be ideal for me. I mean, I don't know, but
we kind of think they gave us the free time the night before, just for us to do that. Oh yeah,
they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have. Somebody there must have really screwed the pooch.
Well, they would have seen under those hangover situations whether you could still solve problems and accomplish whatever task you're assigned.
Maybe that's what they were doing.
And
because Navy SEALs, okay, usually my uncle told me, he says that if they're going to drop you into enemy territory, in the next half hour, you're not allowed to leave the base.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowed to go home and kiss your wife. They won't allow it. They will actually keep you in a designated area called classified hangar, it's called, until you're ready to get on that plane and go over, or get on that submarine and leave.
Right.
You're not allowed to go home and kiss your kids and say, hey, I love you, I'll be back whenever.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
So, Roy, at what time period did you serve, and what was your main thing about your service? That
I'm one of the few that never left the country. I went in when what was the first one? Desert Shield? Yeah, Desert Shield started.
Yeah.
I was in from 91. Technically, I got to say 2001 too, but I actually wasn't in. I just got the letter to be reinstated because of what happened when the towers fell. But by then, my back was being fused, so they wouldn't take me back in.
Right.
So I did 8 years, but most of that was on. I did, was it 2 full? And then I did some reserve time, and then they shut our base down here in the next town over from us. So I went on the inactive, finished my time out on the inactive reserve list because I went from being a gun bunny, 13 Bravo on the cannons. They wanted me to become a truck driver, which I knew how to drive a truck, but I didn't want to do that in the Army. I wanted to blow things up. So I went on the inactive reserve list.
You're right.
And I didn't want to have to go back and learn a whole new different MOS, and because my goal was to go from 13 Bravo, I wanted to get into the Patriot missiles.
Mm-hmm.
But when they shut our base down, it just killed my momentum.
So, not to talk too much about it and give anything away, but those Patriot missiles, they're missile silos, correct?
No, they're the ones that come up on the box and like.
Oh, okay. That was my next question. Then, are they the ones that are portable, transportable? Okay.
He said, not too long. I'm taking this off soon.
Marshall says, "Thank you to all the veterans," and I agree with that 100%, and to the veterans of our allies as well. There's a few celebrations around the world in English speaking, and I believe Philippines right now is celebrating a day of honor for people who served right now, or is it another day during the year?
Actually, no. Here in, I forget what is the day. We just only celebrated national heroes, but to the veterans, not totally. Like the one you have, like specifically for veterans. But my place, since that World War II was happening there in that Lipata part, we just held some programs honoring about those veterans. And actually last year on, all these veteran of the World War II from Australia came and visited the memorial also to attend the commemoration.
Right.
Because they were also the ally before the World War II together with the US against the Japanese.
Marshall
I've got-
or one of the other moderators, if you don't mind dropping Roy and Becky's link for me, I'd appreciate their.
Becky come in here looking like a popsicle. Man, we're
Is
missing
it
it.
cold where you're at?
It is. It's snowing like crazy here. No,
Well,
not nowadays. It did quit.
And
But
tell us a little bit about generally where you are and where you're headed from there.
Right now we're at our home base. It's 33 degrees here, but it feels like 24.
And
it
your
was
home
snowing.
base being like upwards, the upper northern part of Illinois, Indiana,
Indiana,
like that. I
23
remember
miles
Indiana, okay.
southwest of South Bend.
And then you're going where from there? Are you heading? Are going to start making your way to Arizona or
Southwest? Yeah. We're Arizona's going to be the final destination. Then we turn around and come back.
right? So that'll be my first opportunity to meet the both of you in person because I'll be in Arizona as well, probably for the whole month of January and maybe more if I don't get chased out of there.
We're not sure when we're going to arrive, but we'll be there. I know we'll be there before January.
Right.
She had a doctor's appointment that delayed us this time. And, this camera is really making it look like we're listing there.
Life has its priorities, and the doctor.
Are you sure you're not on a ship, sir? Are you sure you're not on a ship?
Yeah, it kind of felt like it in the wind that we had today.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, Becky's frozen right now.
I'm done.
We're not
Becky, are you okay?
I'm okay. Next round is Roy's.
I'm telling you, we spent that year and a half out in Arizona last year. Anything below 70 degrees now, we got our coats on.
Oh, I thought that was still shorts weather for y'all.
So if anything, when we got back here, it was we were putting our coat on at 70 degrees and people were looking at us.
Not me.
Well, yeah, I was. Like, what's wrong with you? Hey, Arizona.
So we have a comment of the chat. Roy, you're looking like you're getting ready to go be Santa Claus. Have you?
I'm getting ready to be a bald Santa Claus.
Is that something you've ever done before?
For a beard challenge. Actually, I grew this for a beard challenge, but I'm not sure if they're still doing it. So.
I don't know if you want to shave right now or not. Your face might freeze.
No, it's coming off. So I let it grow for a little bit, take a measurement, send them a picture.
Right.
And we were getting creamed in the beard
well,
challenge.
I think Gracie's onto something. I think you should just preserve that for another month and a half or so. I don't know. This is about another month and a half. And
you didn't know me last April, right? No, was it April? I grew a beard for this beardathon last year, and I grew it 6 months straight, and it got, I don't know, probably I placed third in the bearded challenge. Actually fourth, but Gypsy didn't put his in. Gypsy and Vanilla Grilla didn't put his in because he was running it. What did it get? Was it 4.5 inches?
I don't remember.
Wow.
But it raises money for Ivy's Homestead and Forge, I think's the name of the channel.
Yeah.
He's wanting to teach veterans blacksmithing. So they take the money that they're raising from that and they have bought. Actually, the Forge is almost done or getting real close to being done. But that's what we were doing that for, raising money to teach blacksmithing to veterans.
Marshall, thank you for dropping that link for me. I appreciate it. That's link to Roy and Becky's channel. Check them out. They don't know it.
Ron,
until
I like your new video startup, dude. I saw that on your when you send it up.
Which one?
Ron Sees America.
Which
I
video?
love your new. I saw your new intro video.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That was Matt and Amy.
I gave you a thumb up on that. That was really cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Matt and Amy put that together and wrote the lyrics, and they didn't do the music, but they got the music, wrote the lyrics for the music, and
The
the
Gypsy Vanilla
jingle,
Grill is
and
in here. They're still doing it, dear.
Okay.
put it all
All right, you can get
together.
a picture of this.
Yeah, I think Gracie's onto something about you playing Santa Claus.
It could be your sidekick.
He needs a Gypsy needs to come up here.
Hey, you're
Anybody's
right.
welcome.
You
Come on up. If you don't want to
did
talk
you
about,
know the United States Santa Claus League is looking for some new help.
I'm not big enough.
We can make you big enough.
Pillows do not look good on me.
No, don't need pillows. I was talking to my friend who works for our Brass Mill Mall, and name's Chris, and he's really cool. I said, "Am I big enough?" And he said, "You could. All you have to do is put a 3-inch pad there, and no one would know the difference."
What's up, Moose?
let me go back to Gracie's comment right quick. She has a son that has 4 MOS, speaks Arabic and is in Intel, and that's all I'm allowed to know, and that's all we're allowed to know as well, I guess. So, because we all know it now, but that's great.
She shouldn't be saying that much. She shouldn't be saying that much.
Be sure that there are plenty of Americans out here in the world, Gracie, that appreciate him being in the place that he's in right now, and so let him know that we appreciate it.
Yeah. That means he's Black Ops.
You ever heard of OPSEC, John? I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
No, I know what Black Ops are, okay?
Let's see what else we got here.
And tell your son we love him and thank him for his service.
Absolutely.
When he comes home. I always respect our veterans because sometimes they come home all messed up.
Everybody say hello to James Catanese. Welcome, James. Thank you for dropping
hello,
by.
Father Catanese. How are you today?
Got to meet James at the Michigan meetup M21, and glad to have met you. Wish you could have stayed a little bit longer, but as I understand, you were advised to make it short by your doctor. So if that's not too much,
Aw, he looks very happy.
Like, what?
All right, loves.
I think she's making me jealous, and he's not. You can have him.
So Loves is dropping over to the chat. So thank you for coming up on the panel, Loves, and for telling a little bit of historical information that I'm not sure wasn't buried deeply in my mind. Hello, puppy. That wasn't buried deep in my mind, but that General Douglas MacArthur helped bring a free society to the Philippines. So that was interesting.
Yes, he did. He did very much because our people came there throughout the Japanese and he said he would return.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's it turns out that it looks as if General Douglas MacArthur is a big hero of the Filipino nation. I mean, the Philippines nation and of Filipinos. So,
I got to be honest with you. I really don't know how we won World War II with them weapons that we used, because we used them same weapons that they used in World War II for our funerals. Half of them jam, half the time don't work.
Well, if half of them jammed, we made twice as many, I guess.
We asked that after every funeral because, in fact, man, we had one time we did this funeral for a veteran, and we always lined 7 of us up, and normally 4 or 5 of them don't go off when they're supposed to. All in the second round or the third round, none of them went off. And luckily, the guy that was standing there with the flag behind us, he had a .357 Magnum on his side. He pulled it out and shot it in the ground. And it fooled everybody. Nobody asked us what happened.
So I'm going to go back to Kimberly V's comment. My uncle served in Vietnam. I remember watching videos and seeing pictures from his time there when she was younger. Yeah, I think those of us who now I haven't mentioned it yet. I've mentioned my uncle's service, but my cousin. I go to my cousin. My cousin's a big Halloween fan, and her birthday party is held every year at the beginning of October, into September. On her not necessarily on her birthday, but the weekend closest to it. And she wishes that she had been born, closer to Halloween or on Halloween because she loves Halloween that much. So she decorates the whole house and the whole thing. And I went to my first party at her home a few years ago and got hooked on it. And she served in the Army for 22 years. And so she had a very long history. Actually went right into the Army out of high school and served almost ever since. I believe she retired. I don't know what the math is, but she served 22 years and retired from the Army just a few years ago, 3-4 years ago. And I'm very proud of her service. One of the things that I remember most about her as during her service is that it was a time in life when I was trying to, just stay separate from everybody and trying to learn self-reliance and being more less dependent on other people and more dependent on myself. So I hadn't really been to see that arm of the family for a little while, and this happened at a time that they were doing Desert Storm or Desert Fox or something. Anyway, I think it was after. Actually, it was Kuwait. And anyway, one of the things I remember is that later on, when she served in Afghanistan, and Iraq. But when she was serving in Afghanistan, she was in, would be in the bunker in the office or something. She's in the transportation division. And we would sit there and Skype back and forth, talk to each other. And one day I just heard this incredible boom. It was loud and it was like, oh my God. And there was a glitch in the connection between us. And when she did come back, it's like, something's happened. I got to go. Click. And I'm like, what happened? What was that? What happened? Are you okay? She was already gone. It's like, oh my gosh. So when she was able to call, when we were able to Skype the next time, I'm like, did you get hurt? What's going on? She said, no, I didn't get hurt. I don't know how long it was after that, but she said, but an IED blew up outside their compound where she was stationed that day, and but it sounded to me like it was right in the room with her, and that's the only and the closest approach to war that I've ever gotten, and just over Skype is kind of scary. So. Once again, I appreciate the service by all our veterans, and your uncle in Vietnam, and Gracie's son as a Marine, and my uncle in the Navy all those years ago. So thank you to all of y'all. And I'm doing this tonight because I know last night, at least here in the USA, yesterday was Veterans Day, November 11th. I'm doing this a day late because I didn't have a live stream yesterday. So, I just wanted to talk about it.
And a lot of people went on yesterday. A lot of people went on.
Right.
Who were thanking the veterans. We had, the one with the 2 dogs, he came on and he thanked all the veterans. The No Mock Experience, he came on for a while and he thanked the veterans. He let us put up, the red, white, and blue hearts.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And everybody else was saying, hey, if you, put up the hearts if you want,
Was No Mock doing hearts
stuff
too?
Yes.
Doing the red, white, and blue one.
Yes, he was doing red, white, and blue hearts for a while there on and then
go ahead, John.
We had a lot of people who were saying thank you to the veterans.
Oh yeah,
we had like 3 of them. We had
yesterday was the official holiday, but I wasn't on live last night, and I knew I'd be live tonight. Why not extend it another day? We appreciate them every single day. So,
you know what it is? We don't thank them enough.
Yeah.
You know, Canada had their Poppy Day yesterday for the vets.
Well, when you think about it, John, I mean,
we don't expect it. It was just a job.
But it's so much. That statement is so true, though, in a more philosophical sense, because when I'm sitting here on Skype and I hear an explosion real close to my
that happened to me once when I was talking to my uncle Antignani online. They had an explosion right next to the bunker, and it just dies.
Yeah, that brings home to me, how
that's
real
scary.
The danger that you're willing to put yourself in as you serve in the military, and especially in a time of war or conflict, that you put yourself in a position. I mean, the way I heard it, the others, if that happened on the outside of the wall, and it only happened, whatever a wall is thick, maybe a cinder block, and then there was 2 feet, and then there was a wall of the building, which was also cinder block, that my cousin was inside of, doing some administrative work and talking to me on the Skype, and she was just that close to that bomb exploding. So it really brings home to me just how much what it means to be voluntarily put yourself in the position for that bomb to have been perhaps tossed over the wall rather than been run over like it was by something on the outside.
You see, you don't understand. In Afghanistan, my uncle explained it to me when he came home.
Share that, Ron. That's me. The tall guy. The little guy is from Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
That's what we played with. That's the 13 or my 13 Bravo. The self-propelled howitzers. Those are not tanks. Those are cannons on tracks.
Okay, those are cannons on tracks.
Yep.
So I thank you for your service, my brother down below.
That's I had a blast playing literally with those things.
Absolutely.
You see, Ron, what goes on is a lot of times these bombs, okay, we have built our fortifications a lot better since we started. But still, I was talking to my uncle one time, my uncle Antignani one time, who's
I'll show
Navy
you what
SEAL.
I play with now.
I don't want to know. And
you don't have no facial hair.
Yeah, I know. Well, a bomb went off. It knocked down their antennas. You understand? And when they knock down those antennas, guess what happens? The Skype and everything dies.
Right.
It takes them 2 to 4 days to get those antennas back up there.
Yeah, they
that's
have
why it probably took so long.
They do it very well. John, let me welcome in Hilda. Here I go again with the Hildy stuff. Hilda, welcome. Also, Sandra is in with Hawkins Family Adventure. Let's see. Also, Dreaming Outdoor RVing, welcome. Thank you for coming. And we also have Ambulance Stan Adventures with Stan is also in the house. Hey, Stan. I affectionately call him Coach, and we'll tell that story some other time. But he's
big cannons, those howitzers that picture led me into this. Let me get it up for you.
While you find that, I'm going to introduce Traveling Nick. I just wrote a train.
Oh, yeah, he's on you can hear he's on a train right now.
No, I'm not. But Ron, yes. How was your ride back?
Oh, the ride back, I hardly know because Although I did get some B-roll footage from the trip back, I slept so lightly during the night, worried about whether I was going to be there on time, that I didn't sleep hardly at all. And so when I got back down there, I'm dozing off on the platform, and then once I got in the train, that thing just started rocking me like a lullaby.
Yeah. And Rachel was a sweetheart, wasn't she?
Rachel was great. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
awesome, and she's funny. She gets on that intercom and
Yeah. Yeah, all my buddies, and this is your best friend, Rachel.
yeah,
Oh,
she's
Jesus.
earning that, earning the tips.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. No, I'm in Philadelphia for the night.
Well,
Okay,
good.
so
I'm
you're
glad
in
you
our
finally made it
nation's.
after. I'm glad you finally made it after what happened earlier today.
Yeah. God dang, that sucked. But I got to do something cool. I'll tell you later, Ron. But it was very cool. I can't talk about it publicly.
Okay, well, this
Yeah.
morning, Nick was held up by a derailed freight train on the track in front of them, so that stalled your progress for a while today.
Yeah, we only got in about 2.5 hours late. That's it.
Oh, that's not
And
too
I just
bad.
Everybody hurt?
I hopped a taxi to from the Philadelphia station to my hotel, and it was like $9. It's like, man, that works.
Yeah, it does. John, what were you saying?
Are you okay, my brother? Because I heard you were saying that you had a derailed freight train.
I'm not on a freight train, John.
No, I mean you said you had one this afternoon. Are you all right though?
I wasn't on a freight train, John.
It was in front of you, right?
Yeah.
I was
it was about
just
25
concerned,
miles.
if you were hurt.
Yeah, John, I wasn't on a freight train.
No.
A freight train derailed.
Yeah, about
Okay.
25 miles up the track from, and blocked them from being able to go through.
Yeah, but whatever.
Okay.
I got breakfast DoorDash to me. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Just like if you hear the machines behind me, I'm at the hotel laundry waiting for my clothes to dry. Had to do a second cycle, but is what it is. It's only $2 a load here at this hotel in downtown Philly.
Well, life's simple little chores like that continue whether you're on the road or not. And
yeah,
just like I convinced myself that how much it's gonna cost me to eat every day if I go on this trip, and I'm like, well, I care. I'm gonna spend it to eat here
dude, you're telling me I just spent $40 on a big cheese steak with cheese whiz, because a cheese steak's not a real cheese steak without cheese whiz. And then a deep fried piece of Oreo cheesecake, a Sierra Mist, and fries. Delivery and tip is like $37. But I can't go out because Philadelphia is I'll say crappy town, because I don't want to say exactly what I was about to say.
No, please don't. I'm trying to keep it a family show.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Ron. You get what I mean, but it is a crappy town.
Yeah. Well, I hope you got to do the steps like you were planning on, or is that
that's tomorrow?
Okay. Well,
yeah, but I do like this hotel. It's I should like this hotel for how much I'm paying for it, but is what it is.
You should. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but now we got $2 laundry.
I don't know how much that is.
yeah, but it's downtown Philly. What can you do? Yeah. And I still saved $50 by ways I can't talk about, but I saved $50.
Roy, would you like to share with us about this picture?
Well, those howitzers led into me doing that there on a camera.
Because those howitzers, which at this point are about 80 years old now and or more, weren't much better technology than were those old cannons like that, were they?
Exactly the same.
Yeah, and the difference was maybe a bigger around breech and shell casing, but other than that,
here's the thing: them howitzers that I was standing in front of that other picture in the Army, they took 99-pound round. Okay, then you close the breech and you put your cord on there and you pull it. You see me pulling a cord on that cannon right there?
Heck no. You light that thing and run.
No, you pull the cord on it. We use friction primers.
Oh, I got
Well,
you. I thought you guys light it and run.
You
I
see,
the lower
look
hand
closely. Yeah, look closely at the top of that cannon. The friction primer is blowing out of it.
Here's
I got you.
And we still use cords on them howitzers.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. The new ones, I'm not sure if the new ones still do, but in the 90s, we were still pulling the cords for them howitzers.
So is this you? This is you in the picture pulling the.
Yeah, that's me pulling it. That's the
tell me a little bit more about how you came to fire this particular cannon.
We're Civil War reenactors.
Awesome.
So Roy, is that you with your left hand facing backwards?
Yep, that's me pulling the cord. I'm in my Confederate uniform, and that's the gun we call it's actually a mountain howitzer.
Yeah.
That's the one that I run all the time.
Do you
we have a 20-pound Parrot gun too that we run too. We have, I forget how many cannons we have, 8 I think it is altogether. And we're fixing to pour another one.
So do you have a video of you doing your reenactments on your channel? I know I should know that. Actually, I'm asking.
They're like 2 years old.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do
anything. Well, Ron, it's good to see you. I got to drop out. Got to get my clothes done.
All right, Nick. Well, thanks for dropping in and catching us up.
Be safe.
And letting me know that everything worked out for the best today.
Yeah.
And,
I'll tell you later, Ron. Yeah, I'll tell you later, Ron, what happened today, but because I promised not to put it out online.
Okay. Well, that's mysterious, but we'll run with that. I'll talk to you later. You text
talk to you later
if you haven't already.
I will talk to you later.
All right, bye.
But yeah, we miss it. We did a reenactment earlier this year. Yeah, Becky she caught a cold, but it wasn't. This camera didn't really do all that good. I'm working on it now.
Right.
But we didn't do none last year because of the bug, and we missed the last 3 this year because we were here getting ready for
the house emptied.
Yeah, getting the house emptied out and everything else.
So
next year let
me welcome in Tim. Time from Exploring Tim. Tim, you came up today. I was talking with Going Green Mom Megan, and anyway, we were having a discussion about what happened to Solex's spaceship, and I just kind of I didn't let slip. I just said, hey, last time I saw it, Tim was playing it like a musical instrument. Tim turned it into a musical instrument. I said, no, that's not what I said. I said that Tim has it and he played it as a musical instrument, but I don't know whether he actually made it into the musical instrument that it is now, but he sure does play it well. So I'm just saying. Tim. Anyway, welcome to the show, Robert Mack. Welcome in Adventures in Xanadu. I'm looking over here to see who all's here because it's already up. And don't want to miss anybody. I think that's it. But for now, thank you everybody for coming. There's 19 in the house. And
I can't wait till I get my new equipment coming in.
What's that? What equipment is that, John?
I got a brand new laptop showing up and a brand new chair. You hear all the squeaks in the chair behind me? This chair is ready to fall apart any minute.
I'm responding to Tim in the chat there, John. I'm not I heard what you said though.
See, I buy my equipment slowly. I buy it slowly.
Tim, I happen to know that according to Solex, that he's not in his natural state. In his natural state, he would fit very comfortably in the space of that hand drum, quote unquote. And also, isn't it obvious that all of this would have to be under some kind of cover since he's supposedly alien. And if he is, you got to keep that kind of thing secret and have your cover stories. I mean, come on. Anyway, hello, Christina Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you.
Hey, you ever see the movie Men in Black?
Yeah, but it's been a while. What do you
Well,
thought?
you see the original movie Men in Black, okay? Where it shows how a being that is this big could actually be human, be as big as a human being. Okay? So if they could do it in the movies, they got to be able to do it now.
Well, Solex told me is that they're actually very small beings, but they're shapeshifters, and they can imitate different species at will. So,
hey, they're just like if you ever heard of the Bigfoot, okay? And
right.
Seen him up in Williams, naked as a jaybird.
Naked as a jaybird. Well, unless they built a society of clothing makers, or fashion designers, wouldn't expect to find him any other way. Can you imagine Bigfoot running through the woods with a pair of shorts on?
Yeah, no, he didn't have shorts. He didn't have anything on.
He had a hat on.
Just a hat. Yeah.
he must have stole one.
From Mike and MJ's RV Adventure, Scott Jacobs Appreciation. We was on a hike out in the woods, and we're just minding our own business. We sat down on a log, take a little break, and we look over, and here comes this dude. Or this dude is way down at the end of the wood tree line, naked as a jaybird.
In the middle of the woods.
In the middle of the woods, nobody around. We called him Naked Bigfoot.
Naked Bigfoot. Hey, Tim. Hey man, can you come up and play us a little tune on that thing? Or even Marshall also plays the ukulele. If either of y'all come up and play me something to play me out, be a great way to end this hour and 2-minute live stream, if you can.
Matter of fact, that's the only time we ever had nudity on our channel. Because he was so far away. Because we took a picture. Because there wasn't nobody going to believe us. So we took a picture. But it was so kind of fuzzy, you couldn't really tell that he didn't have no. I mean, you knew he was naked, but couldn't see nothing.
Well, I'd hope he hasn't groomed down there, it seems like a rather civilized thing to do. So having probably not groomed down there, I'm hoping that there's probably too much fur there to be able to see anything. And I'm talking about Bigfoot. Specifically, y'all,
If you want to know anything about the Bigfoot, go over to there's a channel right here on YouTube. They talk about it like crazy.
There's a Bigfoot channel on YouTube.
Yes, there is. It's called Buckeye Bigfoot.
Well, let me find out that channel, because I've been looking.
If you have stories of it, she has you send them in. What she does is you send in through her, her email, your stories of sightings. And she reads them online. She reads them online, actually.
Question for you, Roy.
Oh, I wish. Hey, kill it. Kill it. You're going to get him copyrighted.
I cut it. Whoops, sorry.
No, Becky had a doctor's appointment. She had to be at that one, so we couldn't miss it. And then we were going to leave today, as a matter of fact. But the weather here is kind of crappy. We're going to ride the weather out, then we're taking off.
So you got that laptop set up yet, there, Tim?
I'm waiting for my new one just to show up. It hasn't shown up yet. I got myself one of them Chromebooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got myself a new gaming seat because I'm tired of this one. This one's falling apart. I've been putting duct tape on it. I even used rhino glue on this thing one time.
you've been stock car racing in that seat there, John? Hey, camp maintenance guy.
I've done so much repairs on this chair that I spent like $16 just on repair parts. It's falling apart. The chair was found outside. Hello, Ron, you still there? Hello?
I'm back.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. I don't
You
know.
froze like this.
I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh, Solex must have hit you with a laser beam.
I don't know, but that was weird. Don't do that again. Who did what? I don't know. That was weird. I felt like I was in like a wormhole or something. Anyway, so let me let's see. We got Adventures in the Heartland is in the house. Hey, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Who else here? Ron Darrell. Watch out for Tim, Ron. He'll steal your voice box again while you sleep. Ron Darrell. He has a real deep voice. But your voice made an appearance on a live stream a couple of weeks ago. We were all really surprised at that. So watch out for voice thieves. Hey, Tim wouldn't happen to know about anything about that, but let me come on back, Danny. I'm sorry. I didn't see you down there. Really. Come on back. You can.
Hey, Adventures in the Heartland. I used to like you.
I'll learn how to do this sooner or later, but how could I miss you down in the basement? I'm sorry about that.
Ron, relax. Take your time. Breathe, dude. Breathe. This equipment, you're not breathing enough. That's why you're turning blue on us.
I can't breathe. It's too noisy.
No, it's okay. That's why I always mute my microphone like this for a minute.
Oh, Danny, I'm sorry, man. I don't know how I missed you unless I don't know how I missed you.
You froze for a minute there.
I know. I felt it. It was weird.
Get up here, Danny.
Solex must have hit you through the cosmos.
I don't know. I thought I did those videos with Solex pretty well. Maybe he's not happy that today's was the finale of that series. Camp maintenance guy on my sound effects or something. Anyway, hopefully Danny will come back up for a minute. If not, Danny, let me know in the chat, and I'm gonna go ahead. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm not like Kenny. I can't go 4, 8, 12 hours like he does. But
how many lives have you done?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, if you just set aside what I did during the Mike, the Adventures of Traveling Mike live stream, that we did the 24/7 marathon for over a month. And I was a guest host on that several times, but then I took a couple of months off, and I did a couple of live streams back in May, trying to do live hike streams, I called them. That came out somewhat, but not very good. But as for RSA Live, which is what I'm calling my live stream now, Ron Sees America Live, subbed for you one time, was on one test, did last week and did this week. So this is the 4th.
That's what I thought. Yeah, you haven't done very much. I'm going to tell you something. You're doing a heck of a job, because it took me a year before I even got brave enough to mess with a green screen.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I appreciate that, Roy. That means a lot.
Don't play with a green
see a lot
screen.
Of things.
Do it for real.
I see,
do it for real.
I see some of the things that you do. You called a commercial today, but call it a little. Oh, here we go. Hey, Tim.
Hey, everyone. Can you hear me?
I'm glad you made it, man. You get discussed. You're up to quite a few antics around the community because you're almost getting to be like this figure that you have to summon out of thin air and say, Tim, where are you? But you did a live the other day, and you played that hand drum for somebody the other day, and I was looking for it today, trying to answer a question about the Solix's spaceship in the chat in the comment section of my my live stream today, and I told him, as far as I know, it's in your possession. It's been made into a musical instrument, and everybody's like, musical. Well, if you're going to be turned into something, take it from me, or it's my opinion that it's not a bad thing to be turned into a musical instrument if you can't use what it was for any other purpose. Now, we know the interstellar drive's gone. Nomadic Rat Pack supposedly crashed it, even though it would go around Earth. He crashed it, and they won't even do that now. And now it's being handed hand to hand as a souvenir. And as far as I know,
well, the government right now here in California is banning all the gasoline motor engines and stuff like that. So our lawnmower has to be electric. So I'm thinking the UFOs have to be electric now.
Well, you're probably right.
I don't know. I tried to get Solix to tell me a little bit more about that ship, but he says he wasn't able to tell me that for, I guess, security reasons or whatever. And but I happened to been watching the other night when it showed up in your hand.
Can you hear me?
Can I tell you guys a little story about a spaceship that resembles that?
Sure.
Back it was in the 50s. This guy took a couple hubcaps, and this guy just passed on recently. But he's got a story on Google from the report back then. But in the 50s, he took some hubcaps and he made it. That's what it reminded me of. It looked almost like that.
Like hubcaps?
Like that, yeah. It looked, after he got done with it, it almost looks like it's twin. It's in our museum, our local museum here.
Okay.
The reason
so Tim, if you don't mind, maybe I know you've been playing with that on other live streams, and possibly I know I would be totally consumed by it offline. So could you play us a little bit of a little melody there?
I'm still learning it. It's also about the thumb taps and everything. But yeah.
Oh wow! You ought to see this thing, dude.
So
that's an actual musical instrument?
Yes.
Oh. The thumb drum.
So I'm still learning it.
Uh-huh. Okay, so sorry about that.
All right, there you go.
Well, we had a guy take something like that, and he threw it out in the field and put a little fire burn around it, and the FBI came out, and they thought it was an actual spaceship.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a big write-up on it and everything.
So we have not to change the subject, but we got a problem here. Danny is stuck somewhere in limbo. He says he's in a basement, but I have nobody in the basement. I cannot see him.
Apparently he was.
He done skipped the basement and went to the
He was
attic.
back in the basement
He was
last
there.
night.
He left a message in the private chat, but I never saw him pop up in the basement. And I don't know, Danny, what's going on here. I do know that if there's any place better to leave your super chat or super sticker donation to a live stream, it's at Danny's, because what will happen once you do is Landon, hopefully, if Landon's available, or Danny will spin their charity wheel, and that charity wheel, last I heard, had a dozen organizations on it. Or you can send your donation to Danny or Griswold Family Vacay in any number of ways available to you, and specify which charity you want your money to be sent to. But all incoming donations and super chats and all that, PayPal, all that, coming in as a result of Griswold Family Vacay YouTube channel will go to the charity on that wheel when it's spun, or to the charity of your choice if you choose to donate by mail or by PayPal or whatever else. And it's a good cause. I've already participated in it myself and had a good time. So in lieu of me being able to see you in the basement, I just want everybody to know that. Danny, I don't know what's going on here. Everything's going well until you're supposed to be in the basement. I don't see you. I got all my browser settings right, size and all that, so I don't know what happened there. But if you if you want your super chat money to go to a good cause, make sure you check in with Danny and Landon at Griswold Family Vacay during their live stream or any other time. So any money being donated to them as a result of their YouTube channel will be in turn donated to the charity of your choice, or they'll spin the wheel the next time they go live. So, and thank you ahead of time for doing that. And we had a good time the other night doing that.
Yeah, it was an awesome time.
Yeah, and we had what, Tim, 12 or 14 donations, something like that night.
I think that'd probably be about right.
Hey, Ron, look down in the basement.
I see you now.
There's Danny.
There he is.
Hey, he was in the attic.
I was looking in the wrong direction. Hey, Danny, I was just talking about the
I heard it.
format that you had over there live stream. Will you tell me a little bit more about it, or anything that I missed? And when is your live stream, so that folks can go on over there and check that out?
No, you did an awesome job talking about it. We really appreciate
Got
that.
18 in the house, by the way.
It's just something that Landon came up with. People like Blaine from Really Creative Travel, people like Travis from Dream on Wheels, and all them. What they did with the breast cancer awareness, with dyeing their hair. You too. What y'all did with the dyeing your beards and all that, pink and all that, to raise money for breast cancer, just really inspired and motivated me to want to do something on our channel. And
right on.
I was like, man, I don't want to just limit it to one charity a month. How can we get it to where we get more charities involved throughout the course of the year? And actually, Landon himself came up with the charity wheel, and we have about 24 charities on there, actually.
Wow.
Okay.
And so anytime
I was wrong by half.
anytime anybody sends a donation to us, whether through PayPal, through Super Chat, Super Sticker, we'll open up that wheel, unless you guys specify a certain charity you would like us to send your money to, like Tim did. It was awesome. Thank you so much, Tim.
Hey, not a problem, Danny. It goes for a good cause.
By the way, let me tell a little bit about that. Tim made a $100 donation to Veterans Charity, which,
and I did send that in. I did that probably Tuesday. I sent it in, so thank you.
Yeah, I got your email on it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, from the PayPal. I don't know if you received my message back on the PayPal.
Okay, I haven't checked yet. I need to, but we appreciate that very much, man.
Yeah, not a problem.
And then we had, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 other charities receive donations. We had about, you're right, you guys had, we had around 12 to 14 people donate last week, and it was amazing. It makes me feel good, it makes Landon feel good, and it's just, it's awesome. I think it makes everybody feel good, and it's just a really cool chance to give to a lot of different charities. So we appreciate it. But right now, I'm here not for us, but I'm here for you, Ron.
Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem, buddy.
Thanks a lot. Do you have a story, a veteran story of your own, or of someone else close to you that you'd like to talk about, or a favorite?
I actually do. Well, my wife's dad, he served in the Army, so thanks to him for that. But my two grandpas, I think probably the coolest war story I have is my grandpa, my mom's dad. He landed on Omaha Beach on D-Day. It doesn't get more real than that, I don't think. So
no, that's way more real than I could have ever imagined. Because I mean,
that was crazy.
They were literally getting barraged as they parachuted and landed on that beach with personnel, floating portion aircraft carriers.
That's the day that them kids became men.
Yep, and then 2010, we kind of my parents and my sister and I, we went on a trip to Europe, tracing our family tree, and one of the stops we made was there in Normandy at Omaha Beach. That's an overwhelming experience, just being there, seeing that field of white crosses and everything. The beach is beautiful now. It's an awesome beach, but just seeing it, and then you could go a little ways from it, and you could see where all the bombs or whatever were dropped from the planes. There's like big giant divots in the ground still.
Yeah.
There's still like Nazi tanks and stuff that are set up in the bunkers there as well. So it was an awesome experience getting to go and see that, knowing that my grandpa served there. So that was cool.
Right. And it was a very real and very serious situation that those people who were serving at that time served under when they stormed Normandy Beach. And it's not to make light of it, but it's not your Call of Duty Normandy storm, and this is real life. And people volunteer every day to put themselves and their livelihoods and what they mean to their family, and put all of that at risk in order to make sure that our way of life is preserved and the way of life of our allies. So thank you.
I'll tell you what was sad, Ron. I'll tell you what was sad was back when my grandpa, he was getting older, getting ready to pass away. He developed dementia, and the war came back to him during his dementia. So that was sad.
Yeah.
Well, we always want it to come back to a veteran who's in that situation in a good way, but we can't always control that. And I'm sorry that he had to suffer that experience twice.
Yeah.
But I'm so thankful for his service, and it's an honorable way to spend one's life. Is having known that you did the best you could and you did it for a good cause, and that just about every free person in this world appreciates you, even if they don't know who you are. And that's why we tell these stories, so that we can know who the people were and what their legacy is. And in your case, your grandfather's legacy is you. And so without him, we can probably say that without that service, it might be a different world, and you may never existed. So exactly. Just the littlest things can change fate for all of us.
Oh yeah.
And then on my dad's side, his dad served in World War II as well, and that's where the Scottish in me comes from. Because my dad's dad met my grandma. She's from Glasgow, so they met during World War II over there.
Yeah, as part of our alliance with Great Britain, that was they were also our allies at that point. So, but yeah, that's you
all right, John?
Doesn't sound like it.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I had to adjust my headset for a minute.
Sounds like you're struggling for oxygen up there.
No, I had
I just wanted to take a minute to welcome Going Green Mom.
This
Hello,
is
Megan.
brand new to me, okay, guys? This is another piece of my brand new equipment.
Oh, those are your new headphones. Nice.
Oh, right on.
They're a little sensitive, John.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're a little twitchy. Let's just say that too.
I thought it was Darth Vader at first.
The JBLs.
They sound like I sounded in that hiking video today, Roy.
Yeah. This is the JBL professional microphone gaming package. I got it last month.
Danny. Becky watched it. Oh. Yeah.
I got it last month, guys. This is a part of my new equipment for when I get my new laptop.
Travis. Son of a gun, man.
I had a deal with the prosecuting attorney right when your video came on.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking back and making sure that I didn't miss anybody that came in, or make sure that I didn't miss any raids being sent this way. I only go back so far on this.
Yeah, make sure nobody's in the basement either, Ron.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I know what might have happened is sometimes in order to see you better or see the solo screen, I'll hit the full screen button.
And that stuff goes to the bottom, I know. Yeah.
And I just didn't hear you pop in. It's obviously my mistake. This inanimate
Hey,
object.
you got some royalty in here right now, buddy. Check your chat.
Oh.
Hey, hello, D. D of Box Van D is with us. Welcome in. Come up and say hello.
Hello, Mother Box Van D. Nice to see you tonight.
If you'd like to come up and say hello, I'd appreciate it. But otherwise, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here.
What was
Danny? You were really. What was that?
I was asking John what he cooked for dinner tonight.
Tonight it was fettuccine Alfredo.
Ooh, nice.
I did ravioli.
Very good.
It's on my channel if you want to take a look at it.
All right.
Excellent. So, Danny, you were trying very diligently to get in here, and I either had you covered up on the screen, didn't hear you, whatever. Was there anything else that you?
Hey, the Venture's daddy was down there drinking dandelion wine.
Dandelion wine.
Was
there anything else that you'd like to talk about, or we covered you for now?
I just came to hang out with hang out with y'all, guys. That's it.
Awesome. Well, I just want to make sure that I was opening it up for you in case you had anything else. But remember, no better place to drop.
You wanted to know about our live stream. I forgot about that part. Sorry.
If there's anything I left out.
Yeah, live streams are Saturday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern time. We have a lot of fun. This live stream is going to be about food. And so we have part of it's trivia, part of it's a hangout. And then we also have my youngest son, Landon, who's 8 years old. He comes up and tells dad jokes, which are pretty fun. And so this week's theme is going to be about food. So the trivia is going to work. I don't remember who suggested it. I think it might have been Tim, actually. But or somebody that was there last week. I'm going to name a food item or myself and our partner channel, Amy, Amethyst Hayes Adventures. She'll be up here with me tomorrow night. Maybe Blaine. I don't know. We'll see how his internet is up there in the North Dakota, Montana border. All I know for him is it's freezing cold right now.
Oh, yeah.
The theme for tomorrow night is going to be we're going to name a food, and you guys are going to tell us what city or what state that food is famous for.
Yeah, I was the one that suggested that.
That's what I thought. Yeah, so
awesome.
all the jokes are going to be food related as well. So
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
I'm also going to do the Thanksgiving tag. I was tagged by that. It's the video that this guy right up here did today for the Raid Parade, Roy and Becky.
Right.
I was tagged by Ford Man Kenny to do that, so we're going to be doing that tomorrow night as well.
If one of the mods don't mind, drop the link for Danny's channel, please. And if that you got that page set up, Danny?
Sorry?
Or have you got that page set up already for this? I guess it's tomorrow night. You have
the thumbnail and all that. Yeah, it's there.
If you find the notification link thumbnail for that, post that, or just post the channel link and like and subscribe, and you'll be notified.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, I got somebody down here. Hey, there's.
Hey, looky there.
Mother, hello, Mother
I hope I didn't leave you
D.
down there too long. I didn't have it
drink
full
all the
screen,
dandelion
so
wine.
it's good to see
See, I
you,
found out
Miss
tonight the
D.
third time's a charm to come up on stream.
I had a
Okay,
little
well,
problem.
I've been in Yuma for the last few days. I went to Mexico today,
Awesome.
and I had to get new glasses. We had a ball, actually. My friend Janet from Washington is here, and we got haircuts, I got glasses, we got medication, we had lunch. We just had a good time. I bought a new blanket and just had fun. Spent too much money, of course.
Great
Yeah, but it's
music
all
and
the
adventures
cheaper there in
says that you're
Mexico.
looking good, Miss D.
Thank you. I don't have my lipstick on. Cover my face.
We don't either, so don't feel bad.
Your face is
Yeah.
beautiful with or
D, are
without
you
it,
in a
D.
classroom? Are you in a classroom right now?
No, this is my truck.
Oh.
That's the doorway to the cab behind me.
Okay. That looks
It
awesome.
does
And
look like a classroom.
somebody made this little quilted square. So
I
I
see
thought,
the scissors up above your head, so I was just asking.
let's see if
It's
you
pretty
can
cool.
see
It looks really nice.
it. There it is.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, no, this is the truck.
Very
Hello
cool.
to everybody in the chat.
Hey, D.
Anyhow, so I've been really busy. I'm going to do my live stream this Sunday. I couldn't do it this last week
Right.
because so much is going on. I've had a lot of visitors. I've been doing a lot of traveling right now. I have to go back to California on the 20th, around the 20th, before the 20th. I'll be gone for a few days to pick up my car. And then, of course, we have Thanksgiving and who knows what. Also, I can't even mention some of the stuff that's going on, but I will say it does involve filming.
No, that's cool.
Real filming, not from me.
Huh.
Okay,
No.
so
Well,
I
that's
can't go into
interesting.
detail about that, but
I sense if I may be free to speculate,
go ahead.
I sense that maybe last year's performance of Nomadland is resulting in a second movie.
Possibly something like that, but
Okay,
not
well,
exactly.
that's
exactly.
That's my
But
guess.
I will say they are filming me for a television something. Not the same people,
That's
but
awesome.
anyhow. But
Well,
I'm gonna be
Congratulations
really.
on that. You deserve it.
I'm
That's
gonna
cool.
be really, really busy between now and the meetup, and I
Well,
hope people don't think I'm ignoring them. I'll
you
talk about it on my live stream because I haven't had time. I haven't even put out a video this week. That's how busy I've been. I always put out at least one.
well, you're rather modest about it, but you have a very inspirational story, and whether you think so or feel like you're anything special, to the rest of the community knows how you came to be Box Van D. You're a beloved person in the community and very much respected and loved. And
Thank you.
so, if anybody deserves a little extra attention to their story and how they came to be living in a box truck or a van or in an RV or whatever it is, you're the person. To be
Well,
able to
not everybody agrees with you, Ron, but that's okay.
well,
I know.
I
that is
do
a-
agree.
I do believe I have inspired a few people.
well,
That's
back a few
that's
months
my goal.
ago, I was presented with the surprise opportunity to talk to you and do a live interview with you, and we talked about your story. You got to tell your story on that, and for me personally, whether anybody else believes it or not, you're a very inspirational person, and if there's ever a time when I feel like, gee, this is kind of rough. I'm having a rough night. Perhaps, it's raining and I'm trying to live out of my vehicle and it's raining. And it's like I'm stuck in the vehicle or whatever for a couple of days, whatever challenge it might happen to be. I will, it would not surprised me a bit to think of you and say, well, I can do this. So
yeah. Well, that's what I hope to do, to encourage people to know that they can do it if you try. You do have to try. So, well, what I'm saying is I'm probably not going to be doing as many videos right now. I do have some, but my problem is finding time to edit. Hi, Guy.
Hi, Landon.
Say hi.
How you doing?
Hi, brother Landon.
Are you eating a cookie?
What are you eating?
Oreos.
Oreos.
Oh, you lucky dog.
I like those. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Remember all these guys?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Miss D. When we told her happy birthday.
I agree with Gracie there, D. You just do what you need to do, and you do you.
Well, I know some people just won't bother. Bottom line is people are going to come if they want to come,
Right.
But I think when out of sight, out of mind, that's okay.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind. I won't
Personally,
be supporting
I'm
him
looking
as
forward
much.
to me. I'm sorry, I stepped on you there for a minute.
That's right.
I'm looking forward to meeting you in person in Arizona. Dan has graciously invited me to camp around in y'all's area, and I'll be hanging out with him and you.
Everybody's
somewhat.
invited. Everybody's invited. So
I am looking forward to that. Me personally, I think I've set a date before for me to go full time, and we've blown past that already. But I changed my mind 1 minute to the next on what I want to do. But one thing I do know is that when I find the optimal opportunity, I will go permanent. And right now, that looks like that'll be beginning with the courtside meetup. So,
Ron, we can't do anything about changes in life. Things are always stepping on us. I have made so many plans to get destroyed because, something's always changing. And we just had to learn. Like, I'll give you my worst thing that happened. Okay? It really hasn't happened recently, but my eyes are bad. And I'm physically not as strong as I was. I mean, I'm getting older, okay? So what I had to do, which I didn't want to do, God knows I did not want to ever have to do that, because I love my freedom. I love my life on the road, but I can't travel as much as I used to, unfortunately.
Right.
I had to get a permanent home base, and it's been very, very hard on me to have to do that, because I'm not completely living my dream, because I know I can't travel I wanted to be able to travel all over the place.
Right.
I just can't do it anymore. So it's been, nobody knows that's probably been the hardest thing for me. But and yet here's everybody's coming to courtside to see me because they know I can't travel. Do you have any idea what that means to me? That people are willing to come to me because they know I can't get to them. Okay.
That's
we love you, Box Andy. Sister D, we love you.
That's the inspiration you bring to people, D, is your overall story is just, it's, change a little bit here, change a little bit there, and you have somebody else's same.
That's what I was going to say too. I mean, that's testimony in itself, D, to you. Is all these people are coming to see you, so that's a testimony of how much of a inspiration that you are.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, they may not even like me when they see me because I am pretty verbal.
Well,
we love you just the way you are because you tell the truth. The truth sets you free, and you're a free woman.
I'm pretty open. I try to be nice, but I do say what I feel, because the reason is I was told to shut up my whole life. I never had a right to say anything I felt. So now I say what I feel, and I defend myself when I need to, because, because if you're controlled and told to what to do, never make a decision, and you're never right for 60 some odd years. Okay.
Ooh.
When you finally get to do that, you kind of go overboard.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mother
I
D.
don't think you're going overboard. It's just that you've created and found and nurtured this voice that you have for yourself. And hey, after bringing yourself to where you're at, you deserve to have your own opinions about whatever you want to say. And even for instance, if I don't agree with you, I still love you.
I give my YouTube friends a lot of credit because they never give me a hard time for saying what I think.
Because everybody thinks the same that I do.
Always are very supportive, even if they disagree. They're still kind to me. So I gotta say, the YouTubers are pretty cool.
It's just a matter of respect. That's all. It's all about respect. That's what it is. Even if you agree, disagree, you can still be respectful.
Yeah. I always say, agree to disagree. It's okay to have a difference of opinion. It's all right. You're not maybe gonna convince me. Maybe I'm not gonna convince you, but it's okay. We can still be friends. We don't have to fight.
Nope.
We can love one another.
I was
watching Daryl earlier.
I want to turn to the chat for just a minute. I'm sorry. We both started at the same time there.
Go ahead. It's your show, man.
First of all, if you see someone you don't know, go check out their channel. Watch one of their videos. Give it a like, a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to their channel if you like the other stuff, and leave a comment. And you have to do all that stuff. If you run somebody's video playlist, make sure you have the volume on just ever so slightly because it won't count if you don't. I also like to welcome in Jeffrey Jamestown baseball commissioner. Welcome in.
What's going on, Jeff?
I was reading Adventures in Xanadu comment. Oh, did you see that, Ron?
Which one?
And it says Adventures in Xanadu. I was raised, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But it doesn't seem to work in today's world. That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
That is true, and I think part of the reason that it's different in today's world than it was when we grew up is because we allowed we all felt the need for some reason to go beyond just agreeing to disagree and becoming offended. And I don't think there's any reason to be offended at somebody else's opinion.
I think part of the reason is this world is all about me. It's all about self. And we're a community of a world of people with differences. It's not all about me. Okay? It's sometimes it's about all of us. Sometimes it's about you. Or sometimes it's about them. What I'm saying? But we get it in our head that we are always right or we know everything, and we don't. We can learn something from anybody, even if we don't agree with them.
I learn stuff every day. And we don't have to agree with each other on everything. We wouldn't be individuals if we did, and it wouldn't be very much fun. So
I think that's why a lot of marriages don't work today, because they haven't not learned to communicate and allow their self differences. You can't change somebody; they have to change. You can't.
That's true, Mother D. You're true.
Yes,
I agree with you.
In marriages,
I agree.
Of course, I can't speak for marriages. I have had a lot of bad marriages, but the reason I've had bad marriages, not because I didn't try, because they were abusive marriages. So that's why I ended the marriages. Every marriage I had was abusive. So I didn't learn until I was 60, when I finally figured that out. Figured out what to look for and what to stay away from. So why I'm not interested in meeting anybody in that way today? Because I don't trust anybody. I don't believe they can be what, kind to me and loving and all that kind of stuff. They will be at first, like always. They always are great at first. But, after you get to really know them, they change and they want you to change. So,
And
Mother D, you are so real. I love you very much, and I think you're so real. You tell it the way it is. You're like my bishop was. You talk like my Bishop Jackson would talk. He would tell us.
And a warm welcome to Bernie, Fairy Dust, Week to Wild Winds. Thank you for being here. I'm glad to see you and glad you can make it. But yeah, you have a lot to teach us, D. And the first one is to bravely. If you're going to say what you want to say, it's to do so bravely and confidently, and just leave it at that. There's no reason to argue with anybody because nobody's going to change you now.
Danny, have you lost your thought, or what were you trying to say earlier?
I was just saying that's what Daryl was talking about today. He had a little. I guess his birthday is today. He turned 50 years old, so happy birthday to him. But it was just the same thing, just to be yourself. And if people like you, cool. And if they don't like you, that's cool too. But if we were all the same, the world wouldn't be an interesting place. It'd just be lame and boring. So you got to be yourself.
There's a saying.
I've said that millions of times.
There is a saying: you will be liked by sometimes by everybody. Everybody. I can't remember how the saying goes, but you can't be loved by everybody. No. Not everybody's gonna love you.
They're not. Yep. What am I gonna do?
No. Not everybody like me. I know my friends think everybody loves me. I know I'm not loved by everybody, but I'm loved by enough that it builds me up and makes me feel loved.
Right.
So
that's good to hear. I really like hearing that. Now, how's
Hey Ron? Hey Ron.
Go ahead, Tim.
I was gonna say pineapples love you.
No, Lord.
Oh, no. Mother D, you could be loved by some of the people some of the time. You could not be loved by all of the people all of the time.
That's right. That's
I kind of feel half the blame for that, Ron.
Whoops, I came back on camera at the wrong time. I'm sorry, the timing was bad. I wasn't saying anything about pineapples, though.
Yeah, I kind of feel half the blame for that whole pineapple thing, my friend.
Yeah, I heard about you and Amy and Blaine and all that. And apparently, I believe if I have the story right, and I'm not totally sure I do, maybe they'll help straighten this out for me. But Dream on Wheels had just learned about that situation or been talking about it right before the Branson meetup, and then I show up in that shirt, and it makes a lot more sense.
See, what had happened was Darren, Magnificent Germany with Darren, he didn't have a clue what it meant, and we were doing that cruise-a-thon thing, right? Helping Hands for Cruising with Sean and Alana from Down Under Cruisers.
Uh-huh.
And a couple of nights before, Kenny and I and Amy, I guess it was my live stream or somebody's live stream, we had just gotten done, and we were talking after the stream was over. Kenny didn't have a clue what an upside down pineapple meant at all either. And then we told Darren, and on Darren's live stream, he looked up what it meant. And I guess he saw some image that he didn't want to see or whatever. So then I guess with me, Blaine,
I remember that,
and Kenny knowing about it, then it went to Travis, and then you show up at Branson at the Grand Country with that shirt on. We're like, oh my God, does this guy know what that shirt means?
No.
And then from there, the whole thing just blew up.
No, I had no idea.
I've been busy and traveling all day, so I did want to come up when you invited me. Let people know I do still care. I've just been so busy. I don't mean to neglect anybody. I haven't made it to live streams or videos very much lately, the last week or so. I apologize.
If
I
you
wanted to
need
say
to
that.
take,
We
So I
love
just
you.
just needed to come up and let you guys know I do love you. I've been very busy, and I'm still like hang on for a second. I'll look at it real fast.
well, I'm glad to hear what's going on with you.
So I still need 70 subscribers to get to 16,000.
Y'all come on. If you haven't subscribed to D, subscribe to Miss
I'm
D.
sure
Come on,
most
everyone. Let's give her
most of these people are.
these
Now
subscribers. Come on,
I'm
everyone.
gonna step down. I want to thank you for having me up, and
D, can't wait to see you in a couple of months.
I'll see
Yes,
you then.
D.
All right.
See you in a couple
Take
months.
care.
Good night,
Take care of
D.
yourself.
All right,
And
so
take care of
Tim,
business.
who all on the panel is going to be there? I know Ron, Danny's coming.
No.
Oh, okay,
I gotta
Tim
work,
is coming.
so
Roy and
I
Becky,
wish
are
I
you
could.
coming?
Roy,
Going where?
to
Courtside.
courtside January.
Going where?
Courtside
Are you
in
going
January.
to courtside this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just sitting in the snow right now.
Okay. What about you, John? Are you coming?
I won't
Becky
be
had a
able to
doctor's
make it
appointment.
this year, but
Okay.
I will be there on the on other people's live
Okay.
streams.
No,
Alrighty.
Becky had a
Anyhow,
doctor's
I'll see you guys when I see you.
My equipment
D,
right
D,
now
D,
hasn't
D,
gotten here.
Love you all. Bye-bye.
D. Wait. Becky had a doctor's appointment that she couldn't miss. That's why we're still sitting up here in Indiana.
Oh,
But as soon as this snow clears out of here, that's
Yeah.
coming, and the ground gets hard again because it's
Yeah.
a wet mess here, we're pulling out of here. We'll probably see you in a month or two.
anyhow, the meetup is January 22nd and 23rd.
We're just going to
So-
mosey out there.
Okay, we'll
We'll
see all
probably be
you
one of the ones
later.
that show up out there in January like everybody does instead of like
Yeah.
normal times.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, D,
Bye.
take care. Take care.
Bye,
Thank
Mother
you for
D. We
coming.
love you.
Appreciate you being here. Really do. Thank you, Dreams, for dropping her link. And so it's 8:51. We got 21 in the house.
8. It's 9:51.
6:51.
I'm looking at Central Time here, John.
And it's
Anyway, what I'm
6:51 here
trying
in
to say is
California.
almost gone 2 hours with this live stream, and I appreciate everybody coming in and having the conversations that we've had and talk about our favorite veteran stories and memories, our favorite veterans. In my case, my uncle Robert and my cousin Kelly are very dear to me, and they are both veterans. One of the USS Independence Navy service, and the other 22 years in the Army, served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and was in the invasion of Iraq from Kuwait and in the Desert Storm and all that stuff. So where my cousin Kelly helped refuel the vehicles and equipment that were on at the edge of the arrow. So they were the tip of the spear, and she was right behind them, helping them keep them fueled up and all that stuff. So I'm really proud of her service. Kuwait is a good ally of ours to this day, and we went over there to help them out. So thanks to her for her service, to my Uncle Robert for his service so long ago. He's still kicking. He's 90 years old. Wish him many more years. And thank you to Gracie's son, who's in the Marines, and Gracie's service as a nurse in the VA hospital for 22 years. And we got John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut on the panel. We got Roy and Becky's travels. We got Danny of Griswold Family Vacation. We got Tim of Time for Exploring. Thanks to you all for joining me. And anything as we go around the horn you have left to say for this before we go? Start with Tim.
I just want to say thank you for having me up on the panel. And this is actually my first live, I think, that I've been up on your panel. Because you just started doing lives.
I even checked my own last live to see if that was my channel or my live that you played on, but you weren't there. So
it was hard.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember. I know you played it just the other night, but I couldn't remember where to find it in order
My brother's picking on you.
to respond to Megan's comment about Tim turned it into a musical instrument. First, that's not a bad thing necessarily, since the ship was pretty useless for anything else at that point after Troy got done with it. And so I can't think of a more beautiful and peaceful way to be turned into than to be turned into a musical instrument. So that's good news for one outer shell of one alien Pleiades Tralfamadorian spaceship. So Danny,
sure.
words.
First and foremost, I just want to thank Tim and Roy both for their service, and also for any other military that might be in chat, yourselves or your family. Thank them for their service as well.
Thank you, Danny.
I know a lot of people have a lot of connections here to Oklahoma that are in the military, because I know Roy, I know Darren, a lot of others. Basic training down there at Fort Sill, a lot in Oklahoma. So got some Oklahoma ties there. And yeah, so Jeff, to answer your question, we are going live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock Eastern time. You guys got me all mixed up on the time now, John.
I will be there no matter what time it is.
I'm with
Ron. Notification. Roy,
is 2 hours behind us. Roy, I think, is the same time as us as well. Central.
Central time, correct?
Yep.
10 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night. Trivia. We give you the name of the food. You tell me the city that food is famous, or the city that food is famous for. Food jokes. And then, like we said earlier, like Ron said, thank you so much for saying that. Every super chat, every super sticker, every PayPal goes to charity. And as soon as you leave a donation, the charity wheel is triggered. And whatever that wheel spends on is where your charity goes to, unless you send a donation and you specify what charity you want your donation to go to, then we'll be more than glad to do that as well. But yeah, tomorrow night.
Can we drop Danny's link one more time?
10 o'clock Eastern time.
Roy, any final thoughts before I shut this down for tonight?
Man, Dreamo Will's been working that chat.
I've been watching.
Yeah, good job, Travis.
I've been watching.
Good job.
And good job. I agreed. John, any final words, real quick?
Love you, my brother, and we hope that we see you again. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate.
Anytime you need backup, I'm here for you.
10-4. Thank you, John. And as for me, my final words are a huge thank you to Dream on Wheels for their work in the chat tonight. That also extends to Fairy Dust, Mellow Nomadic Adventures Marshall. Be sure to go check their channels out. Thank you for helping me out. Going Green Mom has been supremely patient with me lately on getting my together for the
raid parade.
For the raid parade on Fridays. Be sure that you join the parade every Friday, beginning right after Roy and Becky's Under the Awning live stream.
Hey, if I could speak on that real quick, Ron.
Yes.
Not only join it as a viewer, but if you're a creator and you're looking to put out videos, you can also contact her about that, or Roy about that. And they're always looking for people to add to the lineup of the parade. So not just as a viewer, but as a creator as well.
I tell you, have you seen the numbers increase from the raid parade? We did.
It's good. It's an awesome thing. And the fact that you guys let me have a video out there, even when I can't be there because I'm teaching, I think that's pretty awesome as well. So thank you guys for that.
You're problem, welcome. Teach.
Oh, you ain't the first one that's missed one. We did.
We were driving. We had no internet.
Yeah, we missed our own because with no internet.
Driving.
So with that, thanks to all the moderators and for everyone who took part in the chat and everyone who came to watch and everyone on the panel participating. Let's take it from let's leave it with what Bernie says. Fairy Dust family in the military for decades. Thank you for their service. Thank you for protecting our freedom. All veterans. Yep. Thank you so much. And with that, I'm going to end tonight's. If you want to stick around for a minute, guests, please do. But as for the show, I'm going to end it right there. And thank you everybody for participating. I appreciate it. Thank you.
See you. Good
night, everyone.
Next time. Good night.
And